While America's overall population has been inching upward by about 0.4% in recent years, there's another story unfolding beneath the surface, one that's far less optimistic. Several once thriving U.S. states are now seeing alarming population declines, economic uncertainty, and a deteriorating quality of life. Yes, the U.S. is still a global superpower with unmatched technology, world-class universities, stunning landscapes, and endless career opportunities. But in recent times, some of the nation's backbone states have started to crumble. They've become places people no longer dream of moving to, but dream of escaping from. Whether it's skyrocketing living costs, collapsing infrastructure, or failing job markets, people are packing up and heading elsewhere, sometimes across the country, just to find stability again. So here are the top 10 fastest dying states in America, and if you're thinking of moving to one of these, this might be your sign to think twice. Let's dive in. Number 1, New York. And finally, topping the list is New York, the Empire State. Despite its iconic skyline, Statue of Liberty, and cultural magnetism, the state is in deep trouble. Between 2021 and 2022, New York lost nearly 80,000 people, a 0.91% drop, the largest population decline in the country. Why? Taxes. New York has the highest total tax burden in the U.S. at 12.47%. Compare that to Alaska's 5%, and it's clear why people are leaving in droves. The cost of living index is a whopping 125, and housing is even worse. The median home price is about $819,900, which is more than $400,000 above the national average. And if you're renting, be prepared to pay an average of $1,678 for just one room. With more people working remotely, New Yorkers no longer feel tied to the city, and the exodus continues. Number 2, Illinois. Home to the great city of Chicago, Illinois, has seen better days. The state lost a staggering 104,000 residents, or about 0.82% of its population, mostly from Chicago. The reasons? High taxes, skyrocketing costs, and a weak post-pandemic economy. Illinois has the second highest property tax rate in the U.S., which pushes many homeowners to look elsewhere. Even if you manage to live here on a tight budget, those taxes and living expenses will catch up eventually. For many families, Illinois just isn't worth the stress anymore. Number 3, West Virginia. West Virginia, known as the Mountain State, recently lost nearly 10,000 residents, a 0.84% drop. That's a serious blow for a state with only 1.78 million people. Ironically, it has one of the lowest costs of living in the nation, but when job opportunities are scarce and wages are even lower, affordability doesn't mean much. West Virginia has been ranked the 4th worst economy in the U.S., and 16.8% of its residents live in poverty. Education and healthcare are also falling behind, making it tough for families to build a secure future. People are leaving because they've run out of options, not because they want to. Number 4, Louisiana. With its rich cultural blend of French, Spanish, and African heritage, Louisiana has long been a vibrant, soulful place. But now it's in crisis. The state lost about 37,000 people in recent years, a 0.8% drop. It's also battling a 19.6% poverty rate, one of the highest in the country. Economic opportunity here is scarce. The job market has barely recovered from the 2010 downturn, and wages remain painfully low. Young people are especially eager to leave, chasing better jobs and education elsewhere. For many families, Louisiana is no longer a place to grow roots. It's a place to escape from. Number 5. Hawaii. Tourists might see Hawaii as a paradise, but for many locals, it's become a paradise lost. In recent years, the state lost nearly 7,000 residents, equaling a 0.48% drop in population. The problem? The cost of living is the highest in the entire country. Hawaii's cost of living index sits at 179, compared to the national average of 100. The housing index is an unbelievable 309. To put that into perspective, the median home sale in Hawaii is $702,200.00, while the average household income is just $83,200.00. That's not sustainable. With groceries, transportation, and healthcare also among the nation's most expensive, many locals are moving to the mainland just to survive. Number 6. Mississippi. While the rest of the world races forward, Mississippi feels like it's stuck in time. Outdated infrastructure, underfunded schools, and a tech vacuum have pushed many residents to their breaking point. The state recently saw a population decline of 9,500 people, or about 0.32%. And while that number might seem small, it's significant when you consider the state's population is under 3 million. Mississippi's poverty rate is a staggering 19.4%, making it the second poorest state in America. That's up from 12.8% just a year earlier, a sharp and unsettling rise. The median income for a family of 4 is only about $74,000.00, and with so little economic opportunity, even that income doesn't stretch far. People are tired. They want better schools, better healthcare, and better chances, and they're willing to leave everything behind to get it. Number 7. Rhode Island. Rhode Island may be the smallest state in the US, but its problems are anything but small. Between 2021 and 2022, the state lost 0.3% of its population, a huge dent given its tiny size. And the reasons are painfully familiar: high living costs and weak economic growth. The median home value here is about $462,000.00, which is 133% higher than the national average. Meanwhile, the average person earns far less, making life here feel like a financial trap. Rhode Island's charm is undeniable, but unless you're incredibly wealthy, it's a tough place to build a future. And as a result, families and small business owners are fleeing in search of better opportunities. Number 8. Oregon. With its lush green forests, scenic coastlines, and peaceful mountains, Oregon looks like paradise. But life here isn't nearly as serene as the scenery. Between 2021 and 2022, the state saw a 0.38% population drop, and the reason is clear: housing costs. Only 25% of households in Oregon can afford the cost of buying a new home, and even for those who can, day-to-day living is a constant financial strain. Groceries, gas, and taxes eat away at every paycheck. Oregon also has some controversial policies that haven't sat well with residents. Law enforcement budget cuts and a shrinking middle class have pushed many to seek greener and cheaper pastures in places like Texas. Number 9. Pennsylvania. Once a powerhouse in natural resources like coal and natural gas, Pennsylvania is struggling. Between 2021 and 2022, the state lost 0.32% of its population, as thousands fled big cities like Philadelphia in search of stability. The decline isn't just about population numbers. Pennsylvania has a 7.4% unemployment rate, making it one of the toughest job markets in the country. For a state that once promised opportunity and middle-class stability, it's a painful fall from grace. High taxes, outdated infrastructure, and shrinking paychecks have pushed working families to the brink, especially in areas like the Appalachian region and the North, where poverty is widespread. The median income here is just $61,744.00, which falls well below the national average. So, If you're thinking of chasing the American dream in Pennsylvania, you might end up fighting an uphill battle. Even though America is still a land of opportunity, not every state reflects that promise. For places like California, Hawaii, the decline is more than a warning, it's a wake-up call. And if these once powerful states continue to crumble, the consequences for the entire country will be felt for generations. If you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace out.